Al, Jack McCluskey from The Ringer. What have you seen from Terry Rozier in this run he's on? He's 7 of 9 shooting 3 tonight. Did you expect this when Kyrie went down and he had to step into that spot?
I think that I've always seen, that potential in Terry. I didn't know what it was gonna be, but I just think that he's taking advantage of the opportunity. It's a great learning experience for him to come out here and play in a playoff game of this magnitude and have such a great game.
Jessica Camerato, NBC Sports, Philadelphia. Al, it looked like in the beginning you guys just really made your mark in the first quarter. What were you guys able to do to get off to such a hot start and set the tone?
I just think that defensively, we did a good job really containing them as best way that we could, and then, just try to play with some pace there on the other end, and I just felt like it worked to our advantage tonight.
Al, Paul Flannery, SB Nation. Tatum especially, but all you guys seem to be really aggressive going to the bat. Have you seen Tatum play with that kind of, no hesitation, just go get it and go the way he did tonight? Yeah,
it's been great to see Jason and Terry and just our guys play like that. I think that for Jason, what these rookies, Simmons and Mitchell and Tatum, what they're doing is very impressive. To be able to go into the playoffs and teams really locking in to the things that you want to do and being able to make adjustments, it's hard. It's not easy. And I think that Jason, he's starting to figure it out. He's starting to figure it out. He's starting to understand what he needs to do, and it's great to see for our team.
Jared Weiss, The Athletic. You were getting a lot of really good post-ups on mismatches, and they eventually started doubling harder and harder throughout the game. You're able to figure out how to pass out of it or how to attack it. Did you feel like you were really in control offensively of this game, especially when those things happened?
I wouldn't say in control. I just think that, whatever the defense gives us, that's what we're trying to take, and I was put in positions to make plays tonight, and I was able to do that.
Al, Gary Washburn, Boston Globe. Most of the season you spoke about playing with the pace and also making adjustments. In the last 48 hours, would you say you guys have just did both? Just made, did you play with pace tonight, and also did you make the adjustments coming from the Milwaukee series, the way you defended, and also the way you played offense?
It's just two totally, different teams, obviously. But yeah, I felt like, we understood that, Philadelphia they're too good of a team if you're stagnant offensively. And one of the things we wanted to do was to play with better pace. And then on the defensive end, really trying to contain them as best that we could and not giving them any easy looks. Really contesting all their shots and getting back on defense. Those were just some of the keys for us tonight.
Hi, Al. This is Jason from Tencent, and I saw a lot of people wearing like Larry Bird's jersey, and they think like it's a due like back to 80s, like 76ers versus Boston, and the TNT talk about like Jason Tatum and the Ben Simmons there that do like Julius Erving and Larry Bird. So do you see that like? The atmosphere.
It's just a lot of history, with both teams. Two of those, the Celtics even before then in the 60s they had their battles, against the Sixers and obviously, in the 80s with Larry and Dr. J and all that. So, these two young players are great players. It's too early, to make those comparisons, but yeah, I think that. Everybody, anytime you think Celtic, you think, right, Larry Bird and Bill Russell. That's just the way it is.
Al, in the back. How much? It seemed like Jaylen was kind of trying to talk his way into the game up till like an hour beforehand. Really wanted to be out there. How much were you able to interact with him and kind of see how he was doing, and then just the significance of being able to have a game like this without him?
Yeah, Jaylen's a competitor. I know that he was doing everything he could, to be out there. But his health is most important, and we didn't want any setbacks with him. So one of the things that when I talked to him, I was like, hey, we obviously really need you out there, but we need you for the long run, and we need you to be healthy and to feel good. And we don't want you to come back tonight and then, re-aggravate and be out for a long period of time. So, hopefully now he has a couple of days to recover, and, he'll be back Thursday.
Al, Chris Mannix with Yahoo. Is it fair to say that a big part of your defensive success in this series will be based on how guys like you and Aaron can defend one-on-one and without help?
I don't know if that's necessarily fair to say. I think that we all as a team we have to really be engaged because those guys are so good, individually and some of the things that they can do. So as a team we have to make sure that we're there, just helping each other, and that's what we've been doing all year. Our team defense has to be there in order for us to have any kind of chance of coming out of this series.
And how different is? You mentioned there's two different teams, but you defended Giannis last series, Ben Simmons here. How different is the kind of the mindset defending them?
I think they're just both handsfuls. Like you really just try to stay between them and the basket as much as you can, and just make it hard on them. But it's not only one guy. I mean, I think it seems like when I'm out there, it seems like it's just me. But, guys have assignments, and we understand that we have to help each other. And because guys like that, you can't stop them, on your own. There's just no way. They're too good.
Thank you very much, Al.
Go ahead, Dave.
All right.
Gatorade's optional. I can take it with.
That's all right.
Thank you.